2020 Aston Martin DBS Superleggera Volante Test Drive Review, the apex of cool. The last time we hopped behind the wheel of an Aston Martin, it was a DB11 with an AMG-sourced V8. We thought the DB11 skated a fine line between agile sports car and comfortable cruiser, but in the back of our minds, we knew Aston Martin could create an even more astonishing product. Enter the 2020 Aston Martin DBS Superleggera Volante, the convertible version of the company's flagship Grand Tourer. There is no outsourced V8 to be found here. Just a twin-turbocharged, hand-built V12 throwing 715 horses at the rear wheels. Aston first used the DBS moniker in 1967 on a successor to the DB6, and we last saw it used on a DB9-based model from 2007 to 2012. It makes its triumphant return after a brief hiatus, now with the Superleggera, super light in Italian, moniker attached to pay homage to Carrozzeria Touring Superleggera, an Italian coach builder who helped assemble some of Aston's most valuable models. The Aston Martin DBS Superleggera Volante arrived on the market last year without much direct competition, but at this price range, it's all about how the car makes you feel. In the case of the DBS, the feeling is quite spectacular. DBS Superleggera Volante exterior. Both muscular and elegant, the Volante builds upon the coupe's stunning styling and adds a power-operated fabric roof that can be lowered in just 16 seconds and raised back up in 14 seconds. The flamboyant styling boasts a large interpretation of the Aston grille, while the front splitter and air dam improve the speed of airflow underneath the car. Deep side strakes also help to reduce lift, aiding stability at higher velocities. LED headlamps and ultra-slim LED tail lights are fitted, along with daytime running lights and dynamic indicators. The quad exhaust outlets have a matte black finish, and the alloys are 21-inch items wrapped in Pirelli P0 tires. DBS Superleggera Volante performance. With monstrous V12 power under the hood, the DBS Superleggera Volante is one of the quickest convertibles in the world. It'll blitz the 0 to 62 miles per hour run in 3.6 seconds, just 0.2 off the pace of the coupe, and reach a maximum speed of 211 miles per hour, a task that is likely to completely rearrange your hairdo if attempted with the top down. This prodigious shove is thanks to 715 horsepower and 663 lb-ft of torque generated by the 5.2-liter twin-turbo V12 engine, which is paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. Sending power exclusively to the rear wheels, the Volante can be troubled for traction off the mark, but once you get up to speed, the surge of power is electrifying. Although there are ultimately quicker drop tops in the world, such as the McLaren 720's Spider, the DBS never feels in need of more oomph. Engine and transmission. Like a true GT, the DBS Superleggera Volante's driving experience is dominated by a large-capacity engine. 12 cylinders and twin turbocharging help the 5.2-liter engine crank out a phenomenal 715 HP and 663 lb-ft of torque. Can anyone say British Hellcat? An 8-speed transmission handles shifting duties, and in normal driving, it feels completely civilized. Under normal circumstances, the V12 hums along quietly with a smooth soundtrack playing in the background while transmitting almost no vibration. The transmission loves to stay in top gear to preserve fuel, and in the standard GT mode, the car can almost be described as sleepy with regard to throttle response. It even includes an engine stop/start system to improve fuel efficiency, which we gladly left turned off. Things liven up though when you take the DBS out of GT mode and place it into Sport or Sport Plus mode. One little button transforms the DBS from a quiet cruiser to a loud bruiser. The transmission wakes up, allowing a shorter response time between the mashing of your right foot and your ears being filled with a V12 roar. Shifting with the column-mounted paddles increases the involvement even more, eking every last rev out of the sumptuous V12. Let off the throttle or invoke a downshift, and the DBS rewards you with a crackle on the overrun that can shake entire apartment buildings. Ask us how we know. DBS Superleggera Volante gas mileage. According to EPA estimates, the DBS will return 14/22/17 mpg on the city/highway/combined cycles, predictably heavy consumption for the large V12 engine. Based on these estimates, a realistic range works out to just under 350 miles when the 20.5-gallon gas tank is full. The Bentley Continental GT convertible is a bit lighter on the pocket, with its V8 variant returning figures of 16/26/19 mpg. In real-world driving, the DBS earned every penny of its $1,000 gas guzzler tax by returning around 10 mpg on average. When pressed even harder, we saw our fuel economy drop down to around 5 mpg. If we babied it, we could see around 20 mpg on the car's computer, but the allure of the V12 exhaust note was simply too tempting to maintain this number for long. At least you can sleep comfortably knowing that the gas was sacrificed in the name of glorious noise.